Hello guys. Thought it was time to rant for a little bit because I haven't ranted in a while, and you all know I like talking. Apologize for the terrible look. I have not shaved. I probably should have before this video, but it's okay. I will only look like trash now on next stream. I also just noticed I'm wearing this shirt literally every update video. It's probably like a theme at this point. Um, I thought I'd give my thoughts out on it a little bit because it's been a little bit it's been weird. I'm gonna update you on the positives first. Positives, some negatives. It's more just me getting my thoughts out there because I'm a guy who likes to talk. I hate to admit it, but I have some form of addiction towards attention, so I can't really keep this to myself. Which is why this is a problem, and I want to explain why this attention thing is a problem. Let's start with the positives, and that is the fact that I have a new setup. It is extremely good, besides the fact that my mic is like definitely in the middle of my keyboard and my mouse. I have to play like my left hand is here, and then my right hand's here, so I have to like kind of have this thing in the middle. And it can sometimes when I'm like, if I'm looking from like low, it's my mic is like blocking the corner of my right monitor. But yeah, as you can see, I finally got two monitors for once. It's my first time ever in my life. Um, yeah, kept my old 60 hertz monitor. It's kind of bad, mostly for net surfing and chat and stuff like that when I'm streaming. Here we got the new 144 hertz Asus monitor. It's amazing. I love this thing. It's super good. Use it for Overwatch. Use it for a lot of games. I get to play in 144 hertz now, so good. Made sure all the settings are right. I know I'm a computer noob, but I said all the things right, so now I can actually play in 144. And then, of course, as finally I got a new computer. This is my new case. I don't really want to open it because I don't really want to close it again, but post the PC specs in the description just so you can see like what that looks like. I guess a nice voice crack. So yeah, you can check out my PC specs in the description. It is a beast. It's one hell of a beast. So that's that out of the way. So now you know that. Now that you know my new computer is an absolute beast. Two things you need to know is that, first of all, after buying all this new setup, I am completely out of money. So one of the things I'm obviously going for is I'm still gonna try and go to ESA, which is like if you don't know already, if you don't know already, it's a yearly speedrun thing. I might not speedrun anymore, but I'll get to that in a bit. I still want to go to it, so because I get to see all my friends. I'm not gonna leave people I've known for years. Like I don't want to leave them hanging, so I want to see them definitely. So there's that. New computer. I'm out of money. But it's okay because I don't really. The thing is, I don't really like to use money very often. If like usually how I use money, that it's just like I go months without using it at all, and then I'll buy something huge. Like I just went to Finland. Like that was like, a good 500 euro maybe, like something like that. Like that travel, maybe a little less. No, it was probably like 500 or 500. I don't know, but it was like a decent chunk, you know. And then I took like a little bit of break, and then I got a new PC and like all this new stuff. And now I'm probably not going to buy anything. Not that I can, but I'm not going to buy anything for a while now. So there's that. Another positive is that I turned 20. You can take that as a positive or a negative, however you want. But it feels kind of bad being older. I don't really think that it's gone a lot better, honestly. I think 2016 was my worst year, honestly, and I honestly don't think like my years, like I don't actually think like ever since I was 18 I've been thinking like how did this year go. I'm like, yeah, it was a pretty good year, this and that happened, but honestly this was a shit year. And graduating might have been a bad thing actually because it meant that I got out of school. As painful as school is, it means that I'm actually doing something. Um, and I'm gonna get into talking about that. Ever since I graduated from school, I've not been doing anything. And it's almost 2017 and I have not worked or done anything at all. I've woken up from my bed, stood up, ate, and then sat here. And been that. Have I actively been looking for a job? I have not. and I'm gonna honestly admit that. And why have I not? I'm gonna continue this, like, asking myself why, so you guys actually know the honest question. And honestly, I'm lazy. That's it. I'm just really really lazy. I do not want to get a job. Uh, at some point, I think I've gotten away my whole life with doing what I want to do and what I want to do with my life for the most part. Like, obviously I didn't want school, so I kind of had to go through with it, but it was all right. I didn't actually think, like, it was bad, like, in terms of like the people. I didn't like get along with them, like, much of the people. But as for the studies and stuff, like, it was all right. Like, I could deal with it. The teachers were nice, and I could get along with the teachers quite well. Even for being like kind of a shitty student, I got along all right with it. So that's that. I've not been actively looking for a job. At some point, I need to probably get one because I'm balancing out my like school, like, or balancing out my will to do what I want, my enjoyment, what I enjoy doing, and having to do something. You just have to. Kind of like chores, like some of the smaller stuff, like taking out the trash, going to the supermarket. Like, you don't obviously want to do that because it's time consuming. You could be doing something better, but you need food to live. You need to take out the trash because otherwise your house is gonna smell, and it has negative things to it. So you need to do it sometimes. And yeah. Uh, so I've been wanting to talk a little bit about the career choice that I've been obviously that I've chosen, and that's Overwatch. You guys obviously know that ever since the game came out, I've been going at it in Overwatch, and I've gotten significantly good stats. But if you guys want to know, like, if you haven't been following me, how it's been going, I've basically gotten in the top 500 in every single season, which is like pretty good considering there's thousands and thousands of players, um, hundreds and thousands, probably a million about Europe anyway. So there's a lot of Overwatch players in Europe, and I have not. I have gone to the top 500 every season. So in season one, I got to 80, which is like pretty good. It was top 500 at the time, and then I got to Grandmaster in season two, which is the highest rank, and which also happened to be the top 500. And in season three now, I'm still in the top 500, and I plan on climbing my way up the ladder. I'm somewhere in the top 200 right now. So it's pretty good, but obviously, as a competitor and as like you guys know me from like speedrunning and stuff, I want to be the best, and it's kind of tough to be the best when some of the things in the game is out of your control. Like, you will get a bad teammate every once in a while. You will not be able to carry because you're the support, so you can't exactly carry your way up the ladder. And I will make mistakes sometimes. I'm a human. I make mistakes, and sometimes mental health outside the game, and being sleepy, being hungry, stuff like that, playing for several hours can affect your game, and you can end up playing bad. That can happen too. So being number one is obviously going to be really, really hard, but I know it's possible. It's not my goal, but I definitely want to get a higher rank. Mainly the reason for that is I feel like rank is a really big factor into getting on a team these days. For some reason, well, actually, let's go outside the ranked perspective, because everybody assumes that you get picked up if and you're a good player if you have a good rank, and that is not true, because I played competitive Overwatch since season 0, which means that I played it before the first season came out, which was I didn't play the beta, but I played in like the month or so where there was only quick play. Like, where there was only quick play, I started playing competitively, and I got on a team, and I played Lucio for them. So I played for about 3 serious teams, and I'm currently free agent. Like, I kind of switch. It's really hard to find your footing in this scene. The first team I played for 3 months, which is like unbelievably loyal for how many players out there that have just swapped around 1,000 different teams. Like, not 1,000, but so many different teams, and haven't found their footing at all. So I played on Crusadude. I won 3 tournaments with Crusadude. It was a great time. So I won 3 tournaments with them. Won H&D, Open 1, I think, and then I won the Chaos Vanguard tournament. I won to go for Overwatch, which is the weekly ESL tournament. And then I played for Redskin a little bit, which is a French team. They were really good, but they had roster issues coming in. And then players really got stolen. So a player from Redskin went to Splice. Another player went to Luminosity, and he plays for them right now. Super Fluke, you're the best fucking tank I've ever played with. Point that out. And now I played for then I played for a Danish lineup where we won Coil Overdrive. Just a really quick Danish lineup. We were really good at the time, but we definitely had our issues, and I decided to leave. So I'm a free agent, and it's really, really demotivating in a way to find your sitting, because you can't stay on a team that you know going downhill. If you're doing this for a living, you need to go up, and you can't be diving down, and you can't be like swinging or whatever. You just got to be going up. So honestly, right now, I'd rather be, because when you're not on a team, you're stale. You're not going down. You're going stale. So I'd rather not do this than to do. I'd rather do this than this. You know, like I'd rather go in a stale line, and then as soon as I'm on a team, we can go up the slope, rather than feel shit from like going up and down. Because I couldn't sleep, honestly, when my team's not going well. It's honestly my life that's like kind of on the line. Like my career is like on the line. Like you guys, like every time something fucks up in a team, it's like hurting me a little bit, because it's like it stresses me out, and I'm not able to like sleep. I'm not able to play well. I keep having bad thoughts about like, what are we gonna do about this player? What are we gonna do about this strat? Like we gotta change something if it's not going well. There's something that needs to happen, and it's just ass. Like it's just really bad. And in a way, it was whatever followed with this career choice that I chose, and I didn't really see that coming. But I guess I just took the good with the bad, you know. So that's what I did, and that's how Overwatch is going. So I just thought I'd tell you guys that. But on another note that you guys might want to hear is the fact that every single time that I've woken up at like 10, 9 a.m. and I wait until about 11 p.m. when my favorite streamer at the moment, Skate for a living, he's streaming Final Fantasy VII, and he's speedrunning it. And I remember the reason I picked up Final Fantasy VIII back in like 2014 was because I wanted to try and run this long RPG, like see what kind of challenge it was compared to like all these platformers that I've been running. And then I tried Digimon World 3. It had the same sort of challenge, and it was so chill, because you don't have to do a lot mechanically, so that it doesn't take a lot of brain power. Like it doesn't take a lot of like raw mechanical like skill. It's just more like it's more in the game's control, which is obviously bad. Like you want little RNG, but it's more brain power. So if you're good at menus and good at like other things, that's what I really liked about that. This video is going to be kind of long, so I apologize about that, but I want to get this out of the way. I had the motivation to try and go back and maybe run one of these RPGs, but I am always in the struggle right now that I don't want to, like, because I do this for a living. I sit here and I can't really get a footing going. I can't really get like a growth going in terms of my YouTube, in terms of my Twitch, in terms of like Twitter and stuff like that. Like I'm not very like good at like, you know, branding myself, and there's a reason for that. It's because I don't like it. And why do I not like it? It's because I'm not an entertainer, and I just like to play games, and I like to be good at them. And not everybody who's good at games are good entertainers. And I'm gonna point that out now. Not everybody who's bad. Oh, sorry, not everybody who's good at games, not an entertainer automatically. I can't be entertaining. Maybe you watch me because I'm good, and that's probably like partially the reason why a lot of you watched me, is because of the game I played and because I was good at it, not because I wasn't particularly entertaining or whatever. Maybe I was, but definitely not as a lot of other people. I don't want to. Oh, bird flew like right by my window. Big one. But yeah, I don't want to stream. I don't want to play video games as an entertainer for a living. I want to play it for a living. You know what I mean? Like, I just enjoy it so much, and it's been such a big part of my life that I want to do it for a living. I don't particularly like, I don't want to be like, oh, one donation equals 5 push-ups or some fucking shit. Like, I don't want to do that. I wanna just be me, like, you know. And it's just unfortunate that the world is kind of screwed together that way, that you just can't be you. Gotta be some sort of hype, entertaining guy, and I don't really know why. And more people just like don't realize that, you know, some people aren't that way, and you just can't. Like, I don't get why being entertaining and being like a big streamer and like having all this money and stuff like that, it just makes you popular straight away. It just annoys me. It's so shady. And I've tried to deal with the fact that that's how it is for so long. Uh, but it's still getting to me. Like, the problem with the fact that running one of these RPGs would like, I can't split my viewer base again. Like, the problem is for like 3 years straight, I had like this Let's Play community, and as soon as I switched to speedrunning, they were all gone. They're all my work right here, all this work I had, might as well toss that out the window, like all out the window. And then I gained a new base because I'm like slowly building up the new base, and then here's my speedrunning base. It's a lot bigger because this is what I've been doing for another 3 years. Out the window again because I'm starting something new, because I want to do what I want to do. You understand how hard this is. You worked up so much work and effort. Like, you build up all this fan base and all this stuff for so many years, and then throw it all away. Just stop. Why do you think I would stop? It's because I don't like it. I can't do it anymore. Like, there's no way for me as a streamer, as just a player of a speedrunner, who can like possibly gain more growth, because I'm not an entertainer. And I realized that when I was in my second year of speedrunning. I got like 100 subscribers, and in the next 2 years or whatever, I got barely nothing off of it. I got more followers, but that's not paying the bills. Like, I know I'm not helping by not getting a job and stuff, but it's just not paying the bills. Like, if I got growth, I might have been more motivated to keep trying to do what I wanted to do for a living, like just do speedruns. But as you guys realize, I can't just do it for a living. That's how it's gonna be. So I just decided to go for a path that I both enjoyed and could make a living off of. That was Overwatch. And at the moment, I'm sitting in a dilemma between, I want to go back every once in a while to just do what I would like to do. I don't want to speedrun like every day, obviously. But like, I have, because watching all these speedrunners, like all my good friends, because I have so many good friends in the speedrun community, they make me want to come back. Because I'm going to be running with them, they're going to be helping me out, we're going to talk a lot, I'm going to have fun with the game. You know, there's going to be negatives, just like Overwatch, of course, but going to be negatives, and there's going to be positives. But I want to just go back and maybe do it every once in a while. And you guys don't understand the struggle of having to be on your stream, and I turn on the stream and I'm playing, let's say I'm speedrunning Final Fantasy VII, something like that. Like, I want to run that. Like, let's say I go live with that, and I'm in the middle of my run, and every 10 minutes some person comes in and goes, "Oh, Ricky's back! I fucking knew it! It's a fluke!" and shit like that. And I have to explain to myself, I'm not actually back. I just want to do something that I like to do every 5 or 10 minutes, because one new person comes in every time just to say that. Imagine how annoying that is. And all of a sudden you are like, people are thinking that you're back because you just want to do something for fun, but you're actually not. You just want to do something for fun. Like it's so annoying. You guys have no idea. It's so annoying to explain, because I'm not a personality. I'm just a person who wants to have fun just like everybody else. I just want to do what I like to do. And you guys asking and like going like, "Oh, he's back," and spreading rumors left and right and saying, "Oh, he's back to running. He's gonna go back to Jack soon," and shit like that. Saying every 5 minutes, that ruins it for me. That completely ruins it for me, because I just wanna chill. Like, I don't want to be a big name that you spread around and just tell everybody that I'm back and shit. I don't want that. Like, I've honestly considered making a completely private account just to stream some fucking runs on it, just so I can invite like a few of my friends, because I know they won't do that sort of stuff. There's gonna be people doing that stuff if I ever do go back. It's the thing. And on the other side, me running Final Fantasy VII, we're gonna have the Overwatch viewers come in and say, "Where's the ranked? Why don't you play Overwatch? Why are you not playing Anna? Can you play some Overwatch? When are you gonna play Overwatch?" And then it escalates from there. Like, I'm never gonna make anybody happy. Like, I have several viewer bases. There are still people in the speedrun community right now hoping that I come back. And if I do come back, then good for them. But I'm gonna leave a couple people behind. Like, I just want to do me. And honestly, like, as long as I do me, I'm gonna be happy. But I have this stupid thing in my brain that I've screwed in somehow that I want this attention. That I want to be big no matter what I do or run. And there's nothing I can do about it. I have this like terrible feeling that I will disappoint people because I do like having this big fan base, and I'm used to, since like 2011, 2012-ish, that I have always had people behind me watching me because they've liked me and stuff. Might not be a lot, but at least some loyal viewers that like to watch me. So I've always been used to people watching me. And that's why it's so hard for me to get it out of my head. You're not going to get any viewers doing this, etc. Even when I switched to Overwatch, there were still people watching me. And my Discord is still like super active and stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much most of what I had to say. It's a huge dilemma, and you guys have no idea how hard it is. Like, you guys might think like, oh, he's just chilling at home, you know, just doing his thing, being, you know, jerking off 4 times a day. That must be fucking nice or whatever. Like, it's actually just as like draining sitting here trying to figure out what you want to do with your life as going to school. And when you're not going anywhere, it's worse than going with school, because when you're in school, you're at least getting a degree and you're actually doing something. But when you're sitting here, you're wasting your fucking time. I'm sitting here hoping that someone approaches me and goes, "Hey man, I have money, you're a good player, come with me." Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen like that. And the more I complain about it, I think the more it's gonna upset me. But I think I should, like, the best thing I can do is just keep playing. I want to do several things, and I can't please everybody. That's what I wanted to do. I'm gonna name this video that. I can't please everybody. I know it was kind of long, but that's how they are all the time. At least I got everything I wanted to say. Yeah, your boy is 20 now. I'm an old fucking hag. Not really. Still kind of young, but I'm getting older. And I'm just trying to do what I want to do. And if you don't enjoy it, then do not comment on it. Thank you. Hopefully, you'll see more enjoyment from my heart, not from your eyes.